Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nice to meet you again in this video. This is our 9 meeting, and I hope that all the material that we have discussed, you still understand about it. And also, in this new instructional video, I will explain about our new material. Please pay attention to this video carefully. Into our materials, and I hope that I can explain it very well to you so you can understand all of the material. Okay, in this 9 meeting, we will continue our materials related to making a paragraph. And it is in this meeting we will discuss about the new material. It is related to making problem solution paragraph. So please pay attention to the PowerPoint presentation that I will share to your screen, through share screen here. Okay, this is our meeting. This is our 9 meeting, and I hope that all of this explanation this morning, that I hope that you can understand it very well. Okay. In this chapter, in this part, we will discuss about making a problem solution paragraph. It is quite the same with making comparisons and contrast paragraph, because they have similar organizations, in terms of the paragraph. So here, first we need to define, what is the problem solution paragraph. I think all of you understand that problem solution paragraph, it consists of problem and then the way we solve the problem by giving the solution. A problem solution paragraph focuses on particular problem or set of problems. So that's why, it is the way, we describe the problem that happen maybe from our surrounding, and then we try to solve this problem by giving the solution, by giving the indicators, how to cope with this problem, or specific problem. As you can see, for the example here, maybe this white puzzle, it is all of the problems that may be surround us, and then after we put up one of the puzzle, and then we know that every single problem, it always has a solution on it. Problem solution paragraph, in this paragraph, it is allow you to explore an issue and use critical thinking to respond with a solution. So that's why in problem solution paragraph, you need to introduce what problem that you want to explain, what that you want to describe, and then after that you introduce or propose the solution, the single solution or more solution in order to solve the problem. So in problem solution paragraph, it is the way you introduce, the way you introduce the solution, the best solution. We know that maybe there are a lot of opportunity to you to give solution, in order to specific problem, but just give the best, give the best solution. That is why in this problem solution paragraph, you need to think critically. Try to look from different perspectives. When you look at one problem, and then try to find out which solution that could be best. That could be best to solve the problem. This is the example. This is the examples of problem solution paragraph. You can see, it is consists of two. It is consists of two paragraphs. This first paragraph, it is consists of problem. We can know the problem of this paragraph is about deforestation. Deforestation is a serious problem because forests and trees are not just pretty to look at. They do an important job making the earth environment suitable for life. So this is the problem, about deforestation, atau pengundulan hutan. And in this paragraph, we try to describe what the conditions, what is the actual conditions of that problem. And then after that, the next paragraph, you introduce, yeah, you propose the solution. Yeah, there are a lot of solutions that you can explain, but just choose or just explain which one is the best, yeah, from your perspective. One solution to the problem of deforestation is to use less paper. So in here, the author tried to give the solution by giving the recommendation, yeah, the recommendation X by saying to use less paper. Yeah, there are a lot of techniques. Yeah, there are a lot of solutions that you can use to solve about deforestation. But the author here, yeah, he tried to propose about using less paper. Yeah. This is just one of the simple paragraphs, yeah, related to problem solution. Um, but actually, there are two kind. Yeah, there are two kind of structures. There are two kind of organization. Yeah, there are two kind of organization or structure that you need to understand in making problem solution paragraph. It is quite similar with comparison and contrast paragraph. Yeah, from our previous meeting. We have block structure or block organization. It is consists of introduction. Yeah, in introduction it is it is explained about the situation, the factual situation about the problem, and then problem one, yeah, and then problem two, problem three, and so on, yeah, in a different paragraph. And then after that, you can use transition sentence or transition paragraph, and then after that transition, you give the solution. Yeah, you give the solution to answer the problem one. Yeah, in the next paragraph, solution two to answer the paragraph two, and then and then it is and it ends with the by giving the conclusion of the evaluation. For example here, jadi dibuat satu-satu. Masalahnya satu paragraf, masalah pertama di paragraf satu, masalah kedua di paragraf kedua, kemudian paragraf ketiganya digunakan untuk solusi, paragraf kedua empatnya untuk solusi. Ya, this is what we call as block structure. Yeah. And then we have chain structure. Yeah, in this chain structure, it is consists of situation. Yeah, the way you tell about the actual situation, and then the paragraph consists of the mix. Yeah, mixing between problem and solution. So you introduce the problem, and then directly you solve the problem by giving the solution. Yeah, this is what we call chain organization. Yeah. Both of block structures and chain structure, they have an advantage. Yeah, they have their advantage. Yeah, and then they also have a disadvantage. Yeah, for block structure, all of the problem are listed first. Yeah, and all of the solution are listed afterwards. Ya, jadi sebutkan dulu masalahnya, baru nanti paragraf-paragraf selanjutnya untuk solusi. Meanwhile, for the chain structure, its problem is followed by immediately by the solution to that problem. Jadi kalau yang di chain structure, problem dan solusi dalam satu paragraf. Both type of structure have their merit. Ya. The block is generally clearer, ya, especially for short essay. Ya. Jadi when you try to write down your essay, ya, quite short essay, maybe it is better for you to use block, ya, block organization. But if you want to explain about some problems with some solution, it is better for you to use the chain structure. Yeah. So now we try to writing down. Yeah. Before we start to making a problem solution paragraph, there is a pre-writing activity. First, you need to identify the situation. Yeah. What is the actual situation from your problem? Yeah. The situation you are going to address in the problem solution paper should be stated clearly in the form for the paper. Yeah. For example, you want to explain or you want to give a solution for obesity and poor-thing. Yeah. And then determine the key component of the paper. Yeah. Determine the key component of the paper. Yeah. In problem solution paper, it is consists of these four organizations: situation, problem, solution, and evaluation. Yeah, it is quite the same with the chart that I gave to you from the previous slide. And then in step one, yeah, we try to make the situation, explain the situation, set the situation in your own words. Yeah, start by writing out the situation in your own words. You can do this in the introduction section of the essay. Focus on specific angle or perspective on the situation, especially if the situation is broad. Yeah, for example, if you want to focus on making a solution about obesity and food fitness, maybe you can look at from the way of uh, the habits of the person, or maybe about the consumptions of the food. Yeah. So try to look at the of specific angle. Yeah, specific perspective. Yeah. And then after that we have step two. Yeah, in this step two, the problems. Yeah, before you writing down the problem, it is better for you, yeah, to read as much as possible, yeah, in order to research the problem. Yeah, so you can look at, you can take the some useful information, maybe from journal article, from book, or from academic text. Yeah, it is better for you. Yeah, you need to do this because you need to do the some research in order to support your idea. Yeah, and then after you get the useful information from previous references, and then try to create a strong thesis statement. What problem that you want to describe in your paper, and then why this is important for you to explain about this problem. That's why this is the reason why you need to create a strong thesis statement. After that, after you explain about the problem, yeah, and then try to identify the solution. Yeah, which solution is best for you in order to solve this problem. Maybe you can look, yeah, or you can acknowledge from the references that you use in order to look at which solution is best for you, is best for the problem. Yeah, that's what I mean. The best solution to problem will be easy to implement. Yeah, effectively address the problem and be cost effective for our info. Think about the problem and come up with one until two solutions. You will then explore the solution in your paper. Yeah. So support your solution with specific example. In your paper, it is better for you to give the example of the solution. Yeah. Avoid simply listing the problem and solution in the essay. Use specific example that allow you to expand on your solution. Do not use general or stock language when discussing the solution. And then after you make identifying the solution, and then last, making the evaluation. In making evaluation, it is quite the same with making summary or making a conclusion of your problem solution paragraph. Try to wrap up your paper by giving the evaluation. Yeah, the evaluation is here. Yeah, is about discussing. Yeah, discussing about the solution. Yeah, you can mention, you can or restatement. Yeah, restate your solution briefly, and then you try to give the statement about the goal of your solution. Yeah, that's why what we call as the evaluation. Yeah. So this is what we call as problem solution paragraph. Yeah. Usually, problem solution paragraph, it is consists of absolutely, yeah, it is consists of introduction of the situation, yeah, in real life, yeah, and then follow it by problem and solution. Yeah, and then the last step, you need to make the evaluation. Okay, I think that's all for our material for this meeting. Yeah, but actually, for this meeting, you need to make a weekly assignment. Yeah, as you can see, yeah, in this task, yeah, you need to write down the complete paragraph. Yeah, it is consists of situation, and then problem, solution, and evaluation. Yeah? You can explain about the recent problems, yeah, that happen in the world. Yeah, maybe you can look at from the news. Yeah, what problems that we still face. Yeah, not only in Indonesia but globally. Yeah, but globally. Maybe you can look at for maybe for example like global warming. Yeah, or the use of metaphors in education. That's what we call the global trend, the global issue that may face by all the countries in the world. Okay, I think that's all for our meeting today. Yeah, see you next week in my next instructional video. Okay, I will close this meeting. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.